The name is my grandmother's name, Anyela, and she was a real inspiration. She came over again from Eastern Europe. Couldn't speak a word of English. She was a survivor. I remember her very vividly when she was about 90 years old. She still was out in the vineyard. She was actually tying grapes. She always wore a dress, and she always had a bonnet, and she was like, you know, one of those ladies that she had a great sense of humor. Nothing ever discouraged her, and quite an inspiration. So certainly, if you're going to meet with discouragement, this could be the business to do that. And I think that name reflects encouragement all the time. People just don't understand anymore where their food products and food sources come from. So what we wanted to accentuate was the agricultural, agronomic aspect first, before they even saw any part of the romance associated with the wine and/or a winery. To me, that was very important, coming from an agricultural background from a couple generations, to make sure people were connected with that program again. And so again, that was paramount in our developing this whole location, as we looked at different ways to express that agriculture. The varieties are primarily Riesling, Chardonnay, Pinot Gris, Pinot Noir, and Cab Franc. They're colder, hardy types of variety of vinifera grapes. We wanted to focus on vinifera here from the winemaking standpoint, and these vines and these grapes typically are more hardy than other vinifera. But we do certain management programs here that allow these grapes to flourish a little bit more. We do cane prune our grapes, and we do this actually as soon as the grapes are harvested. We cane prune, and we bring down about 4 to 5 canes and tie them onto a trellis located on the bottom of the floor. And then we bury them, we plow them up with dirt, and that will insulate the canes for the wintertime. So we use that type of process for not only a wintertime management program, coldness, if you will, to protect it from the severe cold, which will get down to minus 20 down here sometimes. But it also, in the springtime, allows us to retard vines, retard grape and bud development if so need be. This year was a great example where we were able to keep them in the ground longer, because we knew that the hot March was not going to last, and it would probably become colder. And once they bud and once they start growing, then we're really vulnerable to kill. You've got to have passion, and you have to have some bank account reserve as well, because for each vine, as you buy them, for example, they cost about $3.50, between $3.25 and $3.50. Then you've got the trellis, you've got the post. So you know, above and beyond just the passion to do it, there has to be some initial type of investment that you have to make, and that's important. Then you obviously have to maintain them through the first 3 years, of which you're getting nothing out of them at all. You're just maintaining these. It's kind of like you know, growing a child and expecting a payback, if you will. These children won't start paying you back until probably the 4th year on a good season. And it's very rewarding, though, to watch them evolve from you know, just the small plants, of which in the first year you've got 2 shoots coming out, to a full-fledged vine that really has the potential of producing you know, several pounds of grapes. However, again, the management will and the types and the styles of wine that you want to make will dictate how many pounds of grapes you want from a given set of vines. Every year is a little bit different, and every year then requires a different thought process about how you're going to manage your vines, from a disease management standpoint, from a trellis managing perspective, just during the summertime, exposure of the fruit, maximum exposure for maximum ripening, these types of things. Those are things you learn in time. You learn through experience that books don't often teach you.